Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Today we will present to you our research on religious study sections at the mosque as a medium of non-formal education, a case study at Masjid Dato Klana Petra, Nilai. Let me start with a brief background. Traditionally, mosques have not only been places of prayer but also important centers of Islamic learning. Today, in modern and digital day, their role is evolving, especially in urban areas. One example is Masjid Dato Klana Petra in Bandar Baru Nilai. This mosque doesn't just offer a place for prayers, but also regular religious study sessions, community programs, and uses digital platforms to reach more people. These efforts make Islamic learning more accessible to the public, especially outside formal schools. However, there are still some issues like lack of manpower, fewer youth joining it, and keeping programs going for a long term. That's why this research looks deeper into the mosque's role as a place of non-formal Islamic education. Next, the problem statement. The main issue is that while many mosques provide religious classes, their role as non-formal education centers is not studied much in Malaysia. We also do not have enough data about how these classes are run, how effective they are, and how mosque committees manage and sustain them. Because of this gap, it's hard to improve or expand mosque-based education properly. So, this study aims to explore how mosques, especially in urban areas, can continue being a lifelong learning hub for the Muslim community. Next, our research objectives. First, to examine the role of religious studies sessions at Masjid Dato Klana Petra as a medium of non-formal Islamic education. Secondly, to analyze the structure, content, and delivery methods of these study sessions, including digital usage strategies. Third, to identify the challenges faced by the mosque in implementing and sustaining educational initiatives to the community. And lastly, to explore the impact of these religious studies sessions on community, spiritual development, and Islamic values preservation. We use qualitative approach with a collections of data from journal articles and non-structured interviews at Masjid Dato Klana Petra in Nilai.
Alright, now I would like to share about our research finding for Datuk Klana Petra Putra Nilai Mosque, which is located at Bandar Baru Nilai, Negeri Sembilan. Alright, for this mosque is not just a place of the worship, it also serves as a center for informal religious educations, and is open to all members of community, including the workers, resident, and the student. It also functions as both a spiritual and educational center where it helps shape our Islamic identity and value among the local community. And lastly, it also acts as an active reference center that offering spiritual guidance and support from for various segments of society. And in short, the mosque play a very meaningful role, not only spiritual but it's also socially and educational within the community. Next, I will explain the background and history of the mosque. The construction of the mosque officially began in 2003 after the site was gazetted for religious purpose. It was initiated by the Negeri Sembilan Islamic Religious Affairs Department Jahis with the strong support from the local authorities and the surrounding community. The funding came from a combination of the state government allocation and the community donations. In 2007, the mosque was renamed Putra Nilai Mosque to reflect its growing influence in the area. Later, in 2017, it was again renamed to Dato Klana Petra Putra Mosque in honor of the Dato Klana Petra, the Undang Luak Sungai Ujong, who is one of the four main traditional leaders in Negeri Sembilan. The name also symbolizes the traditional government system in Negeri Sembilan known as the Adat Pepatih, which is an important part of the state cultural identity. Next, I will explain our second research finding, administrative structure and facilities. The management of the mosque is overseen by a committee appointed by Jahin Negeri Sembilan Islamic Religious Affairs Department. This committee operates under the guideline set by the MAIS, the Negeri Sembilan Islamic Religious Council. In terms of the religious leadership, the mosque has a total of 11 imams that include both full-time and the part-time staff. These imams are responsible for leading prayer and managing various religious programs. Supporting them is a team of 7 caretakers, which also include women, and their main role is to take care of the mosque cleanliness and the maintenance. The mosque also coordinate with 16 surau or small prayer hall located within the surrounding community. This ensures religious activities can be held across different local areas. Besides that, the mosque play a key role in organizing and supporting religious education such as Quran class, reciting session, special program during important Islamic event, and lastly, the mosque also function as a spiritual center for the community. It serves not just a place of the worship, but also as a hub for spiritual and social development for nearby neighborhoods. Now, I would like to share and highlight the Dato Klana Petra Nilai facilities. For this mosque, there was a conditioned main prayer hall and special outdoor prayer courtyard, and there also special parking space, seminar room and multi-purpose hall, administrative office, solemnization areas for weddings, and ablution areas.
I would like to share a few important programs organized by Masjid Putra Nilai to support the development of the Muslim community. One of the main activities is the daily lectures, usually held after Subuh and Maghrib prayers. Some of the kitab that they use are Kitab Hidayatul Azkiya, Hadith 40 by Imam Nawawi, and Kitab At-Tibyan fi Adabi Hamalatul Quran. Another well-known program is Subuh Akbar, held once a month. It includes Subuh prayer, a special talk, and a 40-day attendance challenge where participants can receive rewards like Umrah trips to encourage regular attendance. The mosque also organizes the Salawat Festival every year during Maulidur Rasul, which includes parades, qasidah, performances, and group salawat to increase love for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In addition, the mosque promotes health and wellness through programs like the Health Carnival and Fitness Day, which offer free health screenings and physical activities open to the public. Have you ever thought, how did the mosque promote all of their programs and activities? The mosque adopts a multi-channel approach to ensure outreach to different segments of the community. First, the mosque uses WhatsApp to send announcements. WhatsApp groups are created for the chairpersons of surau under Masjid Putra Nilai so information can spread quickly to the community. Second, the mosque uses Facebook through its official page called Masjid Putra Nilai Rasmi. Here, they live stream daily lectures and share updates on weekly programs. This helps reach more people, especially those who cannot come to the mosque. Lastly, the mosque also uses printed materials such as posters and banners, which are put up around the mosque to inform people about large events. By using both online and offline methods, the mosque makes sure that its message reaches different groups in the community. Next, I will highlight two main challenges faced by the mosque staff in managing their programs and activities. The first challenge is the lack of youth and children participation. This is mainly due to the location, which is in a central area without many residents nearby. As a result, it is difficult to attract young participants and parents because they hesitate to send their children to the programs because they prefer facilities that are closer to their home. The second challenge is a manpower shortage. With limited staff, the mosque faces difficulty in running regular and large-scale programs efficiently. To address the challenges, two key solutions are suggested. First, the mosque can collaborate with university students, particularly from USIM. And second, the mosque can collaborate with external agencies,
such as travel agency for Haji simulation. To reduce the burden on staff, it is also recommended to encourage voluntary support from young imams and university students to assist in program execution. To conclude, Masjid Dato Klana Petra is more than just a place for prayer. It has become an active center for Islamic learning with regular classes like Maghrib and Subuh lectures. In short, the mosque plays an important role in supporting both spiritual development and community unity in today's Muslim society. That's all from us. Thank you.